Hey guys, it's Emily and welcome to What's My Story? And I'm going to be sharing with you an experience that shaped me into the person I am today. So before this situation happened, I always looked at life with optimism and I saw the good in everyone and everything, no matter the situation. People would tell me I was naive, but I did not care. And I believed that if you treated others with kindness, that it would come right back. Life was really simple. And I was convinced that the good in people always outweighed the bad. So just for context, there was other things that happened before this that led up to it, but this was just a very vivid memory that I have that was a turning point for how I looked at the future. This happened around 2 years ago, wintertime I would say. Two of my friends invited me to go to a boys basketball game, and it wasn't at our school, so it was at a different school. So my boyfriend at the time, he was living with my parents because he had like a bad home life or whatever, so he's just staying with us for a little while. So I had asked him, I was like, hey, can I go to this basketball game or whatever, just to make sure it was okay with him. And he said, yeah, it's fine. And I was like, okay, well, I just want to make sure that it's okay. And he said, stop asking or I'm gonna get mad, just go. And so I was like, okay. So I just went, and we all, me and my two friends, we drove separately to the basketball game. As we were walking into the game, I heard my text notification go off, and I looked at it and it was him, and he said, don't do anything stupid because I have people watching you. During the game, my phone kept on blowing up with texts from him of him being paranoid and angry. All these crazy things saying, if you don't come home right now, something bad's gonna happen to you when you do come home, and just crazy things like that. And so I was like, why am I even listening to this? So I stopped responding. I responded for a little bit, but I stopped responding, put my phone in my purse, and I just tried to enjoy my evening with my friends because I never got to hang out with my friends. After the game, I went to my car and I opened my phone for the first time. And the last text that I saw was, I'm coming, and then I'm here under that. And so I freaked out. I literally started freaking out because I didn't know what he was going to do. I didn't know what was going to happen. And the closest house to the school game that we were at was one of my friend's house. So I immediately called my friend, and she wasn't still in the parking lot anymore. I couldn't see her car. So I called her and I was like, hey, he's gonna follow me. Can I please come to your house? I don't want to go home. I'm scared. And she was like, yes, please, come to my house. And so I proceeded to go to her house. When I was exiting the parking lot, his truck was right here with his headlights on, and I just zoomed past him. Now, I also had my parents on the phone, and keep in mind, they were in Indiana for a Christmas party, so they were an hour away, and so they couldn't do anything, so I was calling them. I was crying on the phone. At this point, he was already following me. It was dark at this point, and I turned my headlights off. I ran every single stop sign that there was to get to her house, and I got to her house, and her dad was out there, so I felt safe to get out of my car and run to the door. My friend's dad ended up talking him into leaving the house, so I was finally safe inside with my friend and her mom, and my parents finally got there shortly after, and they brought me home safely. And at that point, he was no longer allowed at our house. I cut all ties with him. Everything was over. I was with my ex for 3 years, and during that time in my life, I was very cold towards every single person in my life. I lost myself, honestly. I didn't love the way I used to love. I didn't think I was capable of anything. I didn't think I was capable of being successful, being loved correctly. Everything in my life was just torn apart. I never thought that I could impress anybody because I never could impress him, because everything I did was wrong, and everything I did he got mad about. About a year after all that happened, I found somebody who decided to treat me right, and he helped me gain back all the things that I had lost from that previous relationship, like myself and my value and how I saw the world. So I'm very grateful that he stepped into my life. He also encouraged me to make friends that actually care about me and uplift me and are into the right things. After years of feeling lost, I'm starting to heal, and I'm beginning to reclaim all the memories of who I was once before. And I'm not the naive person I used to be, but I'm not stuck in the hurt. And I'm healing, growing, and learning every day to hopefully one day see life to the fullest again.